Welcome my friends back to Warpforge. This is the 40K themed collectible card game available back on Steam as part of their free demo. Right now they have a brand new faction for us to dive in and test, the Black Legion. A collaboration between 4 of the different Chaos Gods. Their unique gameplay mechanic revolves around putting marks of chaos, so blessing of the Chaos Gods onto your soldiers. They're incredibly powerful buffs, and you can just you can snowball these unstoppable monsters like the Plague Marine here. When a friendly troop dies, you gain a Mark of Nurgle. Automatically, the Mark of Nurgle going to give you additional health and regeneration. The marks from the Chaos Gods stack on your cards, so you can build this really fun snowball together. We're going to see if we're able to get it to come together here, and we are playing a deck. So right now we just have constructed decks, but they also have a brand new game mode, which is draft, giving you a little bit of onus on constructing your draft. Very fun. We're hopping in for a quick start here to be able to see what the new Black Legion has to offer us. If you guys are interested, show some love. Let me know in the comments down below. If you would like to see a draft, we can build the deck and then run the gauntlet of opposing players. But our constructed deck here from the devs is focusing on the Nurglings, resiliency. So I'm going to go Plague Marine here as my play. Give a Mark of Chaos to all friendly troops. I get to choose what that is, but we'll drop the Plague Marine. Now, he needs another friend to die, a different friend to die to be able to get his blessing, which we don't have other troops to set up right now. Yeah, hopefully we're able to fall into a good piece. We're getting some of our finishers here. 10 cost Vex Machinator. Rarely deal 5 damage to an enemy. If target is a vehicle, destroy it. So rally just happens when you summon the card. Oh gosh. And we're up against the Necrons here. Their core mechanic is being able to revive the bodies of their characters. Like this guy. Yes, when I kill him, he will leave a pile of bones that can then be resurrected. Pretty potent. Give 1 armor to a friendly troop. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Disgustingly resilient. Also sounds really good. Okay, here we go. We're going to go Mark of Chaos. And I'm going to choose Mark of Nurgle. Continue. That marks him with the Nurgling power. Then I'm going to go Hideous Mutation. That gives him armor. Oh, the animations are great. Okay, now we figure out how we want to pound this guy. With the armor, I'm not going to be able to take, or I'm not going to be taking much damage. Pow, pow. There we go. Body on the ground. He'll be able to bring that up on this next turn. But if he doesn't bring it up on the next turn, then it sloughs away. I could attack it for free to be able to remove it, but I didn't have the extra actions. And if you guys haven't seen the game before, I think a lot of the mechanics are going to be immediately... They're a bit intuitive if you've played other card games. This is the energy, how much we have to spend every turn on our cards. It goes up by 1 every single turn. The cards have their cost, they have their abilities, and then they have their health in the green. Their attack is split between melee and ranged, and the attacker chooses which numbers compare as the units trade. So here, these little guys, they have no range attack, but they do have 1 melee attack. If I attack them with a range attack, they will not be able to counter. If I attack them with a melee attack, then of course they will. Now, my armor is able to mitigate that a little bit, which is quite nice. Quite nice indeed. I will actually go with the Hellspear Assault, giving my Warlord flying and what it's called Blast. He does splash damage this turn, meaning that I can pop this guy and hit everybody around. Don't take any return damage because it was a range attack. Still put damage on the Warlord, kill the Warlord, we win the game. Then let's go with Disgustingly Resilient. I want this guy just to be king. Armor! Armor! So much fun. Now, of course, if they have any direct unit removal, I'm going to be pretty sad for having invested so much on this boy, but in the meantime, go face. And turn. Looking at being able to set up the Dark Apostate next turn, one of our mid-game powerful cards. Artifice triggers every time that we use a spell, what's called a... what do they call it? A tactic, a stratagem. A stratagem. And we get a Mark of Chaos to a random friendly troop, which could include himself. What was that? What hit me? Deal 1 damage to your enemy and heal your Warlord. Gotcha. What do you do? Ah, every time they cast a stratagem, they are able to get another one of these little scarabs, and no matter how much armor you have, 1 damage minimum. So they're able to get through our disgustingly resilient Plague Marine. I guess I should have focused more on dealing with the scarabs. Anyway. Flying stealth. Don't really want that, but getting the blast Could let me deal with the scarabs finally. Okay, I think that's actually what we do. We get you. He has stealth, which will allow him time to be able to get activated. Then we go blast. We do the same range attack trick. Clean the scarabs out. Beautiful. We're actually ahead in the Warlord health race. So stealth, yeah, troop cannot be targeted for 1 turn. As a difference, you have both stealth and camouflage. There's a lot of mechanics. Thankfully, you can quickly check what they are. Camouflage means that you can't be hit by spells. Stealth means that you're truly untargetable for a turn. See what kind of tempo swing the opponent has for us. He has the regeneration. We've seen this guy before, I think. Lord of the Storm pings us. What do? You regenerate and you... Oh, great. You deploy these? I just got rid of those. Come on. Anyway. Taking a lot of damage. Able to get a little bit of counter punches in there. Okay, but here we go. So now, I summon Dark Apostate. He drops to the board. Give 1 armor to a friendly troop. I probably want to give it to him. Right? Yes, that's the card I want. And as I cast the stratagem, he is then going to gain give a Mark of Chaos to either himself or this guy. This guy grabbed the Mark of Khorne, additional melee damage, and Vanguard, forcing the opponents to attack him. Unfortunately, he's in an awkward position of being this flying unit, so the enemies can only attack him with range attacks, but he doesn't counterattack. He only does melee, so... Like I said, awkward position. But we will hit you here. And then I'll just keep on picking off the scarabs, I suppose. They can get pretty hard to handle, given they each create a copy every time they cast a spell. And then we'll end. We're almost up to the Vex Machinator, and with 23 health on the Warlord, we could realistically see this hitting turn 10. Vanguard. That's going to slow them down a little bit, though. They're going to have to chew through this guy with only 3 health. Yeah, he does it here. But I really wanted to trade off their big mech. That was going to create too many scarabs to be able to handle. Okay, it gets through the armor. We want you to be able to get regeneration. If you could get the Nurgling Blessing, keep you in action. And then I have Chaos Sergeant, Rally, gain a Mark of Chaos. That's nice. So as soon as I summon him, he gets a random mark. That could be quite good. They get a little bit of card draw here and more dang scarabs. Thank goodness I'm playing with Blast on my Warlord to be able to keep them somewhat in check. Otherwise, I think this game might have already been over. The blinking damage through my armor is annoying. Because the armor does effectively nothing up against their 1 damage, right? What did we get? We accessed Chaos Terminator with the Vanguard. We'll be drawing their attacks. I think I want that. And then I definitely want Blast here. Now we give a random mark. He marks himself with Slanish. 2 melee attack and 2 range attack. Seems good, seems good. Make your range here. Ja. Then... everything is a high value target. You, because you regenerate and you have a 3 damage range attack. You, because you'll create more of yourself. The Warlord, because it's essential for victory. I think we just punch here. No, but it might reanimate. That's fine. Okay. We do have Vanguard to take some of the heat off of our boy here. Hopefully give him time to be able to get the Nurgling mark. I can't click anywhere to see exactly what all the marks are. But for my limited testing, you have another mark that will give health, but not the regeneration. Nurgle mark gives health and regeneration. And then you have 2 marks that do damage. You had the one that was melee damage and Vanguard, and then you had one other one that was just straight damage. What was that? What did they do? Curse of Farian. Give vulnerable 5. Oh. Vulnerable 5? That means I take an additional 5 damage on any attack. He's going to be able to punch anyone he wants for an insta kill. Yeah, he murders me here with that. Well, well played, well played. And then you drop my friend here. See, the vulnerability, very bad for us when they have these little chintzy attacks. So finally we're able to get... Okay, so we go Spear Assault. Then we get... You are flanking, which will allow you to attack this turn. I'll get you down to be able to get the mark. I choose the mark. I choose the mark. Well, that's definitely health regen. I love it. Extra health, extra regeneration. And then we range attack here. Cleans you guys out. Finally, a board free of scarabs. Has things finally swung into our favor? I sure hope so. And we do have the Vex Machinator ready to deploy on next turn. He does direct damage as soon as he deploys. If the enemy sets up another vehicle, whatever we hit, dies. It dies. And then he's a 10, 8, 12 health. Gonna have to go toe-to-toe with this Necron Lord, though. That's the problem. Necron Lord reanimates Regen 2, Talent, Indomitable Will. That means he creates Indomitable Will in their hand at the start of the turn, giving an Overlord power and putting it into hand. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Are you a vehicle? Nope, you're infantry. I mean, I guessed as much, but with Warhammer 40K, you never know. Damage, 2 damage to all units. That hurts me too, so I don't love that. Alright, get you in here. 5 damage. Then, like, do we go all in on this boy to bring him down? Knock him out of the fight? I feel like you have to. Warlord, you're going to take a disadvantageous trade. But it must be done. And then you die in either case. Health and regen don't mean so much if you're going to get, you know, 1 turn wiped. Alright, see if you can bring him back to life. And then see if you have the tempo to be able to fight back against my Machinator. The machinations of the Machinator. 2 damage to all units. I'm not sure if the Warlord is included as a unit or not. Lynch Guard. I can shoot you with a range attack, take you down in 1 shot. I'm okay with this. I would love to top deck another expensive card, honestly. That is what I most desire. You are Infantry Wraith. Can ignore enemy units with Vanguard when attacking. Okay. Just another threat. Diversification of threats. Doesn't seem like he has the Revive, which is very good for me. I don't want this thing coming back. He had a very good stat line. Here we go. He's trying to prop up his Warlord, and he's doing fine as well with that tactic. Down to 18 health. I don't think we have a way to be able to heal our Warlord. Our Warlord is not targetable by any of the marks of chaos. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Enemies have vulnerable. Don't mind if I do. It's so good. So then when I do 2 damage, they all take 3 damage. Is it worth it? Or am I gonna clear the board anyway? I mean, I can kind of just clear the board anyway without taking the 2 damage on my units. If I go Hellspear Assault instead, you get Blast, which lets you go range here.
I cannot.
No, you have to attack the van. Okay, so I do range here. That cleans him off. Then I make the range attack here. Wipe their board. Perfect. Behind on the Warlord race, but looking like the board is firmly in our control. And we have a little bit more control yet to come. And we're going to keep on adding vulnerable to whatever they get. They're going to have to... It's a tough choice. At this point, if I was them, I might actually be looking to see if you could bum rush the Warlord down. 14 damage. Okay, these little guys, we've seen them before. That's a good way to get presence on the board, but the blast out of our Warlord can take care of that. I believe he is adding a dead card back to hand. Yes, not sure what troop he selected. Probably one of the most expensive ones. Like that Lord. Is that it? No, he went for the Vanguard instead. Okay, went for the Vanguard instead. They all have vulnerable. Is this where we deploy the Traitor's Hate? I think it is. I think that it is. And then... Yeah, so you go Trader's Hate here. Hop, 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 hop. Shoo. Oh, we had lethal. We would have been able to take him down with the Plague Marine and then slam his Warlord for the win. Let's go. Hopping in for yet another one to be able to showcase a different leader for the faction. There seems to be a lot of variation between the factions because you can get different warlords that all have different stratagems that come with them. And then, I mean, a great deal of card variety as well. So I'm quite happy with the variety that the game is showcasing. And at every single demo release, they're adding a new faction. They're adding new modes with the draft. It's been pretty exciting to follow what Warpforge has for us. So we're up against the leader that we had just played against. Our new stratagem is give a random mark of chaos to a friendly troop. That sounds incredible. But we do have to just pass right now. Unless I want to punch him. I guess if my warlord is ahead, you do punch him, right? And we have a lot of early tempo on the board, or in hand. So I'm anticipating that'll translate, and we're looking for a quick win. We don't have big finishers. We don't need to play cautious. We go the way that Abaddon, the Despoiler, wants to. Balls to the wall. Veteran Legionary with the Vanguard, and then Possessed Champion flank. He's flanking, which means he gets to attack on the turn that he is deployed, though that cannot be declared against the Warlord. It's a crunchy game. And on strike, he gains a random mark of chaos. We can start his engine there. We'll go Black Legionary here. Punch him yet again. Vanguard, this guy has to be targeted, but then I can shift over to Gifts of Chaos, give him 2 random marks, turn him into a superhero just immediately. If it's the deck that we were just playing, that deck did not have direct unit removal. So if we build a snowball of a unit that feels unstoppable, I think it actually is unstoppable and could get us the win. So the extra marks are very appealing to me right now. So also going on the Possessed Champion. When your Warlord receives damage, gain a Mark of Slaanesh. Mark of Slaanesh giving melee attack and range attack. Okay, yeah, that's really good. Demonic Pact. Your Warlord and your troops with Marks of Chaos are invulnerable this turn. Oh, invulnerable, you say? For each troop drawn, create a copy of Abaddon's Chosen in hand. Abaddon's Chosen is give the Mark of Chaos to a friendly troop, but that's just a 1 cost, so Abaddon's Chosen is even better than what I have otherwise. What do I do? What do I do? I want you to live, but I don't know if there's... I mean, this might give you survivability. They did. Kind of. I got the Mark of Corn for melee Vanguard. I already have Vanguard. +2 health and Camouflage. Cannot be attacked by stratagems. I think I need to deal with this guy before the Warlord damage just, like, you know, turns him into a superhero. Which means we unfortunately trade off our best unit. That gun. Alright, keep punching him. You know what to do. Alright. Next turn, we could be looking at the Veteran Legionary again, but immediately giving him our stratagem. The trades are getting annoying. Let's knock him over.
I will see your blood flow.
We do survive. I get the mark. Okay, additional melee damage. Well, the opposing lord will just range attack to get me out. He could even use the Spear Assault to be able to do splash damage to our warlord as well, with taking nothing in return. Nope, he just goes direct. We'll be up to 6. We could go for the Dark Apostate, or we could look to set that up on a turn where you're able to combo it alongside a stratagem to be able to get that immediate mark. What are you? Child of Torment. When a unit receives damage, gain 1 range attack this turn. When a unit, not even friendly units, any unit, is that true? Any unit? That seems crazy. Okay. What do we like? Hellbrute. Armor 2. When a friendly troop receives a Mark of Chaos, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Alright, the Hellbrute is going to be our best friend moving forward.
Hate drives me.
6 health. Perfect. So, I don't get to make the direct attack right now. I think I back off a little bit. We'll wait. See if he survives. 6 health? Probably not. I think they would make the trades. Knock me over. Hellbrute. Whenever a friendly troop receives a Mark of Chaos, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. And with 2 armor, 7 health, I think you're going to be durable enough to make it. You are a vehicle? I don't know if I can give Marks of Chaos to vehicles. Warhammer lore would tell me that you can. Intuitive game mechanics tells me that I might not. I have not tried. Let's see what's about to happen. Also, the Dark Apostate. Draw 2 cards. For each troop drawn, create a copy of Abaddon's Chosen in hand. That's good, but I don't need card draw right now. He gets the additional range. We have to deal with this guy. The scaling of the cards that they have is so good. I mean, look at this. 9, 10? That's crazy. Deal 5 to... And now he's healed? Oh, but it's temporary. It is temporary. Okay. I'm kind of in favor of just dropping the Hellbrute and then going on getting as many Marks of Chaos out as possible to let him start pinging the damage out there. The alternative lines of play would be not much. I could play the Chaos Sergeant, who would gain a Mark of Chaos on deployment, and then I could do something like Demonic. I could do the Hosts, giving me Abaddon's Chosen, and then I could give him another mark. That doesn't seem as good as just setting up the Hellbrute.
My agony drives me.
Get you in here. Pilot of Torment. Yeah, I think the next move is Dark Apostate into the Leader Stratagem, or the Chaos Sergeant into Hosts of Chaos, giving me the Abaddon's Chosen that I could then put onto, hopefully, Hellbrute. He's going for the Spear Assault. This way, the units take damage. He gets huge range attack. He's going to sacrifice to knock down the Hellbrute, isn't he? Oh, my Hellbrute goes down to a Child of Torment. No. The scaling factor of this range is crazy. It's crazy. And you have the Chaos Spawn. That makes the attack as well. It makes his range attack even better. But I mean, come on. You have to trade for the Hellbrute. Or are you going to go face? Oh. Heal 5? Okay. I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to be able to take you down now. So. Mark. Grab. I'm going to go health and regen, see if we can keep you around this time. 3 health with regeneration. It's fine. Yeah, I want a melee attack anyway, so I don't mind here. And then we go Hosts of Carnage. I get 1 Abaddon's Chosen. Give a Mark of Chaos to a friendly troop. This is not ephemeral, so I might as well, but I would choose what it is. Oh, wow. I can choose Nurgle's Blessing on this guy. As the Hellbrute blessed by Nurgle, he will be unstoppable. I mean, regeneration in this game is crazy because it triggers at the end of a turn, both yours and your opponent's. So it feels like it gets out of hand very quickly. I don't know if they're going to tune that or if they like it the way that it is. But when you get regeneration on an already particularly durable unit, there is no stopping him. It's just going to be pushing all the way, baby. All right, make your attacks. I don't mind. I think the opponent is trying to see if he has any direct removal. It seems like he is playing a different deck than the version that we had with that Warlord, so I'm not sure entirely what to expect or what the Black Legion has in terms of direct removal. I have seen a card that lets you just kill a enemy unit that is wounded. That could be the way that they get to our Hellbrute. Or it could just be that they are trying to, yeah, go straight into the Warlord here. But with only 12 health on theirs, do I just win here? 4 melee attack to a friendly unit. I think I just win. I give you 10 attack. Yep, we win. Then you do this. Mark him yet again. He gets the random attack. Hits the right target. No, sweet victory at the hands of the Hellbrood. So there's our first look at the Black Legion here in Warpforge. The demo is out on Steam right now if you want to be able to check it out for free. They've also got the draft mode. You're going to have to let me know down in the comments if you want to see a draft mode out of us, what faction you might like to see there, and check out the Discord if you want to hop in and try and find some matches up against different players. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy.